time was pretty interesting. He was taking pictures and shaking hands, so I just decided to wait in line. Anybody could do this. You know, I got a nice snapshot photo with him, and then I just asked him a question. You know, if he really considers himself a Catholic, if he really considers himself an honest man, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the secret societies that you're involved in and all the occult, crazy rituals that go down at the Bohemian Grove. And it's just absurd to see, to face him down. You could see in his face, he looks guilty. He looks like he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. His face just says it all, his facial expressions. And I was just laughing because he just by looking at his face, we just had this awkward stare down for a couple of moments that you don't see because of the cut-up video, where we were just staring at each other, and he doesn't know what to say because
well, you can see it. You can see he pauses and tries to stare you down and does his little vampire grin.
He does his little vampire grin. Sadly, security grabbed me and pushed me from the event, just like other events. At the Mitt Romney event, same thing. Security went after me.
Yeah, by the way, you can tell when you ask a real question, because when you show the Bill Clinton clip, another fellow, got up and asked that question years ago, and they start manhandling him to drag him out like, oh, my gosh, you brought up Bohemian Grove. Clinton goes, oh, yeah, I know about that. And the security acts like it's bad when they hear that word. It's like, don't ask real questions. This isn't America. How dare you ask a real question, citizen? You're here to lick our boots.
Exactly, and this happens so many times. Whenever you raise a question that the mainstream media doesn't ask, or isn't on their press release, or isn't regurgitated like the mainstream media regurgitates when they're asked by the campaign to talk about these points, to set the dialogue, to set the mind of the American people, people get shocked, people get surprised, and the only way they can handle it, automatically they're fearful of the truth, and you could see that because they grab you, they target you, they watch you. Even at the Romney event, you see the security guards, you see Romney's security talking about me, saying, let us know what to do about him, kicking me out of an event just for asking a question. I'm not rude, I'm not cursing, I'm simply bringing up points that I think are important for the people, because I have no corporate sponsors. I'm paid for and by the people, that's it. And I'm here to do the bidding of the people, not the mega multinational corporations that run and control the mainstream media, along with the government and the CIA with Operation Mockingbird. I mean, it's long been admitted that intelligence agencies have had major control over our mainstream media, even in congressional meetings in the 60s that came out a long time ago. So this is nothing new. We need to be aware of this, but we also need to be aware of the power within ourselves to actually change this and actually bring real issues to the surface of this whole presidential debate by going out there, asking questions, demanding answers, standing our ground, and being the true voice of the people.
Well, that's right, Luke. And while you're talking, we're showing some of that Mitt Romney footage in the background. We're going to play some audio of you there talking to him. But the idea that it's so evil in a book signing or whatever to walk up and talk to a god and to pull the curtain back and show they're just a person, and to actually get off the corporate propaganda script, the talking point, and to actually ask a real question, they are scared to death of it because they're paper tigers. Let's play a clip of this Mitt Romney situation where Luke asked him some questions. Here it is.
Important to have the Fed as an independent agency. I do not think you want to have the Congress of the United States trying to pull strings at the Fed.
Speak about the bailout. Give to Goldman Sachs. People who support you.
Actually, they were the biggest supporters of President Obama, weren't they?
You guys are both bought out because you're both flip-floppers, and you're both supported by the big banks.
Thank you. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Mitt Romney stealing all of Barack Obama's big dollar Wall Street donors.
A good chunk of his funds came from his buddies on Wall Street, like Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, and Bank of America.
To get that kind of money, you've got to cozy up as an incumbent to all of the special interest groups who can go out and raise money for you from their members. That kind of relationship has an influence on the way you're going to vote.
Fox News. Yeah. My name is Bilderberg.
Do you have a question?
Yes, I do.
All right, can I see it?
Hit pause.
All right. Well, you'll need to show it next time you're trying to get it.
Hit pause. That sycophantic minion, we're going to play more in a minute, that comes over, they always have this same little gleam in their eye, like, I'm a minion of a pile of steaming vomit. I'm a minion of the system, and like they're supposed to intimidate you, and they're always wimps. But they try to get their eyes all crazy at you, like you're asking questions. I got one that can see. I mean, it's just pathetic, Luke.
Yeah, little tough guys trying to get my information, so they won't allow me into another Mitt Romney event. That's exactly what the guy was trying to do. And I told him, you know, he was trying to find out my name, where I'm from. I just told him my name is Bill DeBerg, and I'm from Fox News. And I told him to look that up, and he asked to see my credentials.
And most people would literally begin to wet themselves, literally, and would grovel, and then that would make the attack dog freak out more. It's where when you act guilty, then security guards would have run over, and you may not even have made it out of there. I mean, because you've been through this many times, so have I, Luke. I mean, again, but just laughing at him, he didn't know what to do. Then the little power look went away, and he kind of just shook and groveled off. Let's play some more of the clip from that point. Here it is. And stupid YouTube, when we play it right off YouTube, sometimes it just starts and stops. You just back it up 1 second, it'll play again from that point.
Yes, I do.
All right, can I see it?
No.
All right. Well, you'll need to show it next time. Try to get it.
All right.
Look how powerful he is. He has an earpiece. Kind of makes me ashamed to even have an earpiece right now myself instead of headphones. All right, let's go back to Luke. Hey, look right here, folks. Look. I'm powerful. I have one. If I showed this to me, probably bow down. I'm like, look, trendy. I have. They're like, oh, I have an earpiece. Dun, 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 dun. I'm a Secret Service agent. I'm a wannabe. And, of course, you see in movies, they have the Secret Service, these all-powerful men in black, totally ninja-like, like Agent Smith in The Matrix. But in truth, at Bilderberg and stuff, it'll just be some guy in a goofy suit trying to act tough, talking into their sleeve, but the sleeve mic isn't working, so they're like, I mean, they're just people like everybody else, ladies and gentlemen. And most people that run around with their noses sniffing for the biggest globalist rump that they can sniff at, I mean, they're not very good quality people. I mean, the enemy is a bunch of scum. Or a bunch of dumbed-down idiots that we can hopefully wake up out of their slumber. Luke Radowski, comments on that?
I mean, the best thing to do is not to have fear of being who you are and talking your mind, and just going out there, being confident, having a way with words. I want to encourage everybody to go out there and do this, especially during this electoral campaign. I'm going to start making video tutorials about how to actually be a journalist, how to actually get to the places. I mean, all you have to do is just have a little street smarts to know where they're going, where they're coming from, being confident, being fly, you know, being dressed well sometimes too, and being able to do something. Many people are not willing to do this because they're afraid of failing, but I just want to tell people out there, you fail by not trying. You fail by not doing. You may get knocked down. You may not do right sometimes. You may fail sometimes, but it's about how many times you could get up. I failed so many times, but I'm willing to do it again and again so I could learn from my mistakes. And I learned a lot. I want to show that. I want to share that knowledge with everybody on We Are Change. We're going to be making a lot more videos confronting politicians, bringing up the real issues, and also educating the people on what they're being misinformed on. So just stay on youtube.com/wearechange to get more information. Again, we're not supported by anybody. We got many plans. We want to travel the country, confront these guys, and we can only do that with your help. So
absolutely. People should go to youtube.com/wearechange. But where else can people visit your sites and find out about the real We Are Change? Because there is some fake COINTELPRO out there, but your examples led to hundreds of great groups across the country.
We're working on a new website right now, but our old website is wearechange.org. I talk to a lot of people on Twitter and Facebook and actually take questions from the people about what should I question Romney and Gingrich and Santorum.
Yeah, give us your Facebook.
Just go to facebook.com/Luke We Are Change. Get me up on there. I want to communicate with you. And I also need places to crash whenever I do travel.
Yeah, folks got to help Luke. Get there and help him. There are limitless. All right, I'm sorry to all the callers. I got to most of you, but folks that are on hold, call me back tomorrow. We'll write your name down. You go to the head of the line, Tommy, Erica, Michelle, Marcelo, and others. I want to talk to you, but we're just out of time here. And I got a few other final news articles I need to hit here. I meant to hit a bunch of them. But Luke, again, you 4 or 5 years ago start We Are Change. Hundreds of groups pop up. Just the idea of exposing 9/11 as an inside job, the carbon taxes, the globalist. Really out of the fact that New York 9/11 Truth didn't want to connect the dots and talk about the New World Order. They wanted to make it all about Bush. Now, here you are, college graduate, whatever, have worked in some national TV and things. Now you're going on the road, and you're telling folks you're going to go everywhere, confront people, ask real questions, but you do need a support network so folks can donate there on your Facebook or Twitter. And they can also, you can hook up with other activists around the country to help you as you travel around asking real questions. Again, give us the Twitter and Facebook one more time.
Just go to facebook.com/Luke. We are change. And the best way you can help us is by getting involved in confronting these politicians, confronting these criminals, and getting out there and actually doing the good work.
Well, great job, Luke, and I really look forward to seeing all the other great videos. We only covered a few of them there. There's hundreds of them. You're so prolific. Great job with you and the folks you work with. God bless.
God bless you too, brother, for all the great work you have done.
You bet. All right, I love that Newt Gingrich video. Okay, wow, I got to a lot of it. I meant to cover this more. I got into the whole manufactured doomsday story out of the New York Times where the government's ordering the groups they fund to create weaponized strains of everything to just create absolute airborne havoc, but telling us, that we've got to give our rights up or Al-Qaeda will get us when they're done taking over Libya for them. 12 infected with new swine flu strain. The days of medical mask in airports, widespread panic may be coming back. That's because at least 12 humans are believed to have been infected with a new strain of swine flu that's not covered by the season's vaccine. But it turns out this thing isn't even that serious. They just want to hype, oh, there's a new thing. The public's woken up to us and is at record levels not taking the shot. Oh, my gosh, it's not covered by the new flu shot. What does that mean? I mean, after you get something, it doesn't even matter. I mean, the seasonal flu shot never covers whatever the new flu is. It's a total hoax. But they play on people's medical ignorance. The new swine flu strain, H3N2V, oh, scary, has shown at least some potential for human-to-human transmission. Oh, my gosh, there's a flu that humans can get? Meanwhile, the government's making flus that kill 90+% of the people, but that's not a problem, which makes it especially dangerous. And it goes between 2009 and 2010, more than 17,000 people died worldwide from the highly contagious H1N1 flu strain. Of course, it also came out that most of those were people that were on dialysis, had cancer, had health problems, and then they died of the flu because they were already on death's doorstep. But go ahead and take the shots. Here's another one. Children dumped in streets by Greek parents who can't afford to look after them anymore. And because every dime must be given to the government and the orphanages are full, they're now just saying, let them rot in the street. But, of course, here, if you're poor, they take your children for dirty dishes. But then when they rot in the street or the government grabs them for medical experiments, it's loving. Just a total criminal enterprise. And, of course, most of the Greek debt is not their debt. It's all their government signing on to Goldman Sachs' Ponzi scheme because all their heads of state are all Goldman Sachs alumni. Children are being abandoned by Greece's streets by their poverty-stricken families who cannot afford to look after them anymore. Youngsters, you go to the third world, Latin America, there's just everywhere, just kids everywhere, just homeless. Youngsters are being dumped by their parents who are struggling to make ends meet in what is fast becoming the most tragic human consequence of the Euro crisis. And it shows a little boy here with his ribs sticking out, playing a drum, trying to get donations. It comes as pharmacists revealed the country has run out of aspirin. Oh, man, I tell you, New World Order, it'll destroy your whole society overnight. It's a curse. See you back tonight, 7 o'clock Central. Prisonplanet.tv, 15-day free trial. Prisonplanet.tv, big transmission tonight.
Today.